yeah. Good.
Don here.
Hear you very faintly. Am I free?
Don, can you hear me?
You want to say something again? That's funny. The people in the stands are wondering why I'm looking underneath the bleachers like some kind of creeper. Oh, they have Papa John's pizza. Last game they brought us some popcorn. Anders, mic check, mic check. I could hear him earlier. Could you hear him?
Yeah,
Super faintly. Candyland. Oh, here we go. Here's some banks. Oh yeah, here's the schedule. Oh, I can hear something. I heard some static there, Anders. Oh, I think he's turning around to look at us. Okay, he's set up. I was going to write down the website.
You got enough work done?
I do. I'll move this a little bit if I don't like it.
Sure.
Let's see. It was St. Croix Soccer. St. Croix Soccer. USL TWO.com is their website. It's not a bad opening song. Welcome to our house.
It's a classic.
What's that?
I said it's a classic.
It is a classic. Check, check.
Well, should I be able to hear you too through this? Okay.
He said just go live after the anthem. He might cue us, but he's not used to it.
Okay.
Yep.
Please welcome your visiting Minneapolis City Crows.
Honestly, I didn't really know much about this league before. I had to do some research on it.
Number 48, Luca Constable.
One of the cheers is really funny.
Forward, number
They
17,
have some of the same cheers as the same chants as the United.
Oh, sure.
Defender, number 4, Jonah Garcia. Forward, number 10, Eli Goldman. Number 44, Ben Hughes.
Check, check. Okay, so still can't hear you. said we'll go 10 seconds after the coming up graphic or something like that. When the coming graphic comes on, 10 seconds from that is when we'll go live, is what he said after the anthem.
Okay.
But hopefully we get.
I just hope it sounds different here so I know when to go.
He said he was working on it.
Check 1 2.
Oh. Yep.
Is everything turned on?
And midfielder number 20, Nicholas Zukowski.
Last time they were messing with these when we tried to.
The Legends are coached by Casey Holm and assisted by Jamie Johnson, Jake Smothers, and Nathan Swords.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you very faintly.
Yeah, very faint.
Please silently stand for a moment of reflection and respect. Words cannot express the tremendous grief our nation has experienced over the tragedy in Texas this past week. As a community
What?
and as a nation, we are stunned.
Can you hear yourself?
I cannot. I cannot hear myself or Pete, but I can hear you very faintly.
Their families and friends. Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem.
Okay. I'll put one of my ears off if hopefully the broadcast they can hear us. Okay.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful Friday evening here at Croix Stadium. We've got some soccer, St. Croix Legends versus Minneapolis City Soccer Club. Deep North Division matchup here, Don. USL 2 matchup.
Yeah, early on in the season for both clubs. Minneapolis City's played 3 games. St. Croix played 2. Neither team has won yet. So tonight's the night maybe for one of these two teams to get that first W in a derby, some local rivalry. We have fans who have come here for both clubs since Minneapolis City is not that far away, and it's a beautiful night, like you said.
Like you said, still early in the season. Both teams seeking out their first win. Lots of time to make adjustments just through what both teams have only played two or three games here. So lots of time to make that adjustment for the season going forward. And we should have a great match tonight, honestly.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. And if you're wondering a little bit about this team in this division, people call this like pre-pro, this league, USL 2. And in this deep North Division, we have Peoria, who St. Croix faced it off last game on this. We broadcasted that game. They're leading the division at 2-1-0. Des Moines is 2-0-0. Des Moines, a team that beat St. Croix when St. Croix went down to Des Moines to play. Minneapolis City's in third at 0-1-2. Winnipeg and Thunder Bay have not played a game yet, and then St. Croix is 0-0-2. Winnipeg and Thunder Bay start their games tomorrow, actually. Thinking that maybe it's staggered due to weather. It wasn't long ago where we had some pretty cold nights where we wouldn't be outside in short sleeves, but tonight we are.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got St. Croix in their grays and golds, and Minneapolis City in the brightly colored pink and blues.
Yeah, their logo's black and white, but they throw in this pink here. So I noticed some of these sideline flags that are pink and black. I don't think that's supposed to be a welcoming sign for the visitors, but I'd take it that way if I was them.
Here we go as St. Croix is about to kick off. Gonna play it back just to see if they can get some good ball movement going here. I caught a little bit of the last home game here, Don, and it looked like St. Croix was playing well. They just couldn't really get it down to the other side of the field and execute what they wanted.
Right. Yeah, I thought defensively they were pretty good. Just had a hard time, like you said, getting it down there and getting a lot of chances. Ooh, there's a good foul.
Big takedown there. Well, that's one thing, too. I think that, a lot of that game was really played won and lost in the midfield, I feel like. And so we'll see what adjustments St. Croix takes on this game to see if they can connect a few more passes and get it down to the other end. Because, like you said, everything they threw at in that last game just got defended and picked off.
Yeah, you can see a lot of strategy going down here. The wind should be not a factor as you see a great ball like that go down the field where it's just a 50-50. You can see the flags. They're over on the northeast corner. They're not really moving. I think the last game, I thought the wind was a factor in that game. Having it at your back was a huge advantage, and playing into it was tricky.
That one intercepted by St. Croix. There's another foul on Minneapolis City.
Good aggressive play there by number 8. Looks like he's a little shaken up. Hit the turf pretty hard. Colton Prater.
See the Legends send everybody forward for this free kick here.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the goalkeeper's way out of the box. Might show you how much they want to get a goal and get their first win.
That one's served in. Taken out by the defender there, but St. Croix holds on to it. Crosses that in. That's an easy save for the Minneapolis City goaltender.
Yeah, my friend Eddie told me to keep an eye on the goalie for Minneapolis City, saying he's kept them in games. Their last game, I think they lost 1-0, but he said it easily should have been 4 or 5. And only because of the goalkeeper was it not that kind of a spread.
Yeah, I believe that's Martin Sanchez.
Yes. Yeah, he's a big fan of Sanchez.
Now Minneapolis City's turn to set up their offense as they work the ball around. Try to go up the middle. Croix player went down there, but no call. It'll be a throw in.
The St. Croix Academy Club kids are helping out with the ball duties. Love seeing those kids run in there and getting the ball set up. It helps the game get back into action. Must be super nice not to have to chase your own ball when you kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always feel like it's exciting for the kids to be on the sideline, and whether you see it in football or soccer, just being a part of the game and being this close must be exciting.
Yeah, and then you get those pictures like 10 years later where they used to do sideline duty, and next thing you know, they're playing for the club. That's always fun.
That one's going to go out for a goal kick.
Good defense there.
About 4 minutes into this one, and Don, both teams kind of just feeling each other out, seeing what they can get away with early on. Don't want to be too overzealous early on.
Nope. We've seen some contact go, but we've seen it looks like we've seen the foul's been called so far. That's nice to see.
Yeah, you want to see that game flow. We don't want whistles that often.
Right, and we know soccer's a contact sport, right? Let's not pretend otherwise. Ooh, there's a really nice setup here.
Going wide. Ooh, that Crow's looking for contact, but that one's gonna go out.
I saw contact, but probably it wasn't aggressive enough to make that a PK. I think that, or penalty kick. I think that was the key there. There certainly was contact and a little pushing, and I don't blame number 19 for asking for it. But you don't always get what you want. I learned that at Christmas time.
Good kick up the sideline there by goalkeeper number 1, Wesley Sanders, for the Legends. Now it's Crow's ball.
Yeah, keep an eye on number 7. In the last game, I thought number 7 and 27 were working really hard and well together.
I believe 7's Telvin Va. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that sounds right.
Yeah, has both goals, I think, so far for the Legends. And, early on, they sent him deep to go chase one, and he almost had it. So, I mean, you can already tell that, he brings that electrifying presence to this this Legends offense.
Oh,
Here he goes again.
Really nice ball off the chest there and to keep it moving forward. Oh, a nice steal from behind. I'm really liking these Legends kits. The stripes are nice on the front, but on the back we get a good clear view of the number. That's nice for us. We appreciate that.
Here comes Minneapolis City with some space. Good lead ball there. See if he crosses it in. Oh, keeps it in. Works it back up to the top. Crosses it all the way. Looks like a little too far.
Good recovery.
Yeah, keeps that in. Then it gets snuffed out by the Legends defender.
Legion says no thanks.
And you can already see, Don, the speed that Minneapolis City has on the sidelines, getting to the corners to cross those balls in.
Yeah, and the guy who cleared that, number 3, Jared Hecht, he's a pretty aggressive defender. Pretty solid in the last game that we saw. So I expect more from him to do the same. And there he is, right on cue. Heading it out of there. So, and then his teammate kicks it deep down the field.
That's a pretty good back and forth action so far here. 7.5 minutes in. St. Croix versus Minneapolis City.
We got 7:31 on the clock as we play a 45-minute half.
St. Croix now trying to work up the sideline.
Boy, you can see how Minneapolis City just defensively is not letting a lot happen.
Well, once they can double team you, they pounce very quickly, and you can see St. Croix having trouble trying to work away from those defenders.
Right.
In the pink and blue.
Yeah, they're doing great speed. I guess that's what a flock of flamingos looks like. I mean, the kits that these teams are wearing are, I mean, these guys might be pre-pro, but those jerseys are legit professional, beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
So impressed with the technology and the beauty and the design that these guys have.
St. Croix here with a little bit of space. So they work the ball up. Gets his pocket picked there. Ball still in play though. I mean, you can see what they're trying to do, connect those long passes, but they get intercepted. But here we go. On a break for Minneapolis City. Oh, and he gets taken down from behind, and immediately the ref goes for a card. That'll be a yellow there.
Yeah, Thierno Guy, number 4, picked that up. He's another active player to watch. Somebody to definitely keep an eye on.
Yellow card caution.
Here's a replay of that.
Issued to St. Croix, number 4, Thierno Guy.
And I can understand maybe why you had to take him down, because it looks like number 10 for Minneapolis. You like Goldman, potentially?
Yeah.
Had a great run there.
Goldman scored a couple of their goals, too. He scored 2 goals this year for the team, so he's definitely someone to keep an eye on.
Yeah, absolutely dangerous. And like we said, you saw in the replay, running downhill, he had all the space. Here we getting set up for the free kick here. That one's chipped in. Oh, right off the crossbar.
Off the crossbar and then off the crossbar as that hit the football and the football crossbars.
Almost a double doink there.
Almost.
That was a great kick, though.
Really great kick. Great spot, too. Making it really hard for the goalie to stop that kind of shot. If you can pick your corners and spots, you can score. That's for sure.
That one goes off for a corner kick for Minneapolis City.
Goldman did a good job, Brent, chasing that down. Minneapolis City now starting to put some pressure on after a lot of feeling each other out earlier. It looks like Minneapolis City's found a little bit of a groove as they start to come on the attack.
I was going to say, you can kind of feel them knocking at the door here. Kick comes in, and that's
Hecht,
well defended.
Ball off Hecht. He does a good job getting in there and getting in the ways. Seems like a pretty tall guy.
That always helps when going up for those headers.
It does, but positioning also is key, and I've seen Hecht seems to put himself in good position all the time, so I've been impressed with his defensive abilities.
Minneapolis City now working it around. Seeing if they can catch St. Croix out of position. St. Croix doing a good job keeping their shape, though. That one gets launched in deep. Minneapolis City takes that, chips it across. Oh, and that one well defended again by St. Croix.
Yeah, Minneapolis City keeps getting those chances, though. They're probably going to turn that around. Oh, we have a foul, and they're calling that against St. Croix. Got a good shot there of the back of the referee. As a sideline photographer, I got a lot of pictures like that. I called it ref butt. I'd be lined up for the shot. Next thing I know, there's a referee right in front of me. Great shot, but the ref is there.
Well done. Another dangerous chance here for the Crows. That one gets served in, maybe a little too
really
deep.
No one can catch it. St. Croix catches a break there. A little bit of a breeze I think we can feel on the field, but I don't think enough to affect a kick like that.
No, honestly, I think this is perfect conditions for an evening game here tonight at Pony Stadium.
12:35 in the first half. Scores 0-0, as they say in some countries. 0-0 in others.
You can kind of feel the scales tipping a little bit in Minneapolis' favor. They've had the better chances so far, especially in the last 5 or 6 minutes here.
Yes. And here we have some head volleyball going on. Good stuff. I love it when they show off that talent.
comes St. Croix, working up the sideline.
Key is, can they get past those pink defenders? Because Minneapolis City's doing a great job slowing them down.
Potentially a key throw in here for the Legends. That one goes off St. Croix.
Oh, here we go. Definitely watch out for number 10. We've already called his name and number.
No, I mean, you can just see it now, the skill he has
Yes.
with the ball and the little touches he can provide his team. And St. Croix's got to be careful giving him too much space.
Yeah, he keeps trying to connect with number 19, Zach Susi, who's got the ball right now. Those two seem like they've been working off each other so far in this match.
I feel like Minneapolis City has had a lot of good crisp passes here. Not too many oopsies, I like to call them.
Yeah, it feels like they're more strategic. You know, like I watch some Bundesliga, and you watch like the German soccer team sometimes, and they're very tactical. And Minneapolis feels like they're being very tactical right now, trying to find a spot, find a weakness, and like you said, using their passes to kind of work their way and take advantage of what they see for opportunity.
Good pick there by St. Croix. But the Crow defender comes up to keep possession as they try to work it forward here.
Ooh,
Big hit there.
Sam just got in the way. Did a good job defending there, I think. This sets up Minneapolis City in a nice spot. I kind of like shooting from like this spot because you can kind of figure out if you can angle it in.
Yeah, that in-swinging kick there. Again, wonderfully defended though by the Legends.
That's Hecht again. Seems to be somebody who's always going to be in the way, which
No,
is your job as a defender.
Yeah, I mean we've been talking about this solid attack for Minneapolis, but I mean St. Croix has defended, you know, everything that they've been throwing at him. Had a bit of a collision here.
Yeah, number 15 said get up. He said, come on. Now they're doing a quick check to make sure you can count fingers and whatnot. It's a good idea to
Sam
do.
Just again.
He kicked the ball over to St. Croix. That kind of friendliness there, I love to see that. It's one of the cool things you don't see in other sports, where someone will kick the ball out of bounds and then you kind of give it back to the other team. You don't see that in other sports, but you see it in soccer.
I mean, obviously, both teams very, very competitive. They want to win, but you know,
Ooh.
at the end of the day, it's still good sportsmanship. And man, that was dangerous right there. St. Croix almost capitalized on a big turnover.
Yeah, that was really that. I mean, I like to talk about juicy rebounds a lot. That was just for Nicholas Zukowski. That was a chance, a free run at goal. It's the kind of stuff you dream about.
Good little dink and doink passes there for the Crows.
Yeah, they seem to be working together pretty well. So far, we really haven't seen a lot of hero ball where one person decides they're going to run again and try to beat 3 players and show off their skills. I don't think we've seen any of that yet. We've seen a lot of, like you said, passing, trying to work together.
I mean, I think the closest we've seen is, like we said, number 10, Eli Goldman for Minneapolis City. He could do it, but he's also looking for those passes, you know, to spring himself free potentially or to create space for his teammates.
It's the kind of stuff I like to see. I love to see like people working together to accomplish a mission, and I love seeing good passing because it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun to watch, I think, from a fan point of view.
Well, I always say there's you and 10 other people on the field for a reason, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's a reason you're not out there by yourself.
Here come the Crows again. Little contact there.
Gonna
Ref
call
blows
that
the
a
whistle.
number 10.
Nothing too crazy, but enough contact to stop the game. Coming up to 19 minutes here so far. Still 0-0. I would say the Crows have owned the possession, though, for most of this first half.
Yeah, early on it was back and forth, but now it's kind of the field's tilted.
Here goes Goldman again.
Key will be there. The key there will be no big mistake when you're trying to get the ball cleared. I think that'll be the key for St. Croix as they try to survive this attack after attack after attack by Minneapolis City.
Well, you know, we've seen some pretty nice goal kicks coming out of the back for St. Croix, and you know, St. Croix's almost set up some nice overlapping runs where they could give and go pass and do all these things, and they're just not quite there yet. And I think that's really tough on them because then they're just giving the ball away to the Crows. But if they can tighten that up, I mean, they've had some really good plays coming out of the back.
Yeah, look at this ball.
Going long.
Stayed onside, too.
Here comes Susie again. Oh, good give and go, but that's picked off.
That's Jared Hecht again.
Number 3, correct?
I think so.
Yep, Jared Hecht, 3. I mean, he's been all over the place tonight, Don, for St. Croix.
You know, at this point, I'd have to call him the MVP based on what he stopped just right there. That looked to me like a really dangerous situation, and he did a good job getting in the way. He headed out the corner kick, so he's been looking solid.
I mean, that was such a beautiful pass down to number 15, Wes Lawrence. He was running up the sideline for Minneapolis City. And we've seen that all game. They want to exploit that sideline speed that they have. And, man, if they can set some passes in the breadbasket like that for their wings, then, man, that's going to be a lot of dangerous chances.
Yeah, the key might be to stay away from number 3. If you can keep your spacing away from him so he can't interrupt what you want to do, you might be able to put something together for Minneapolis City.
Here they go again. Good move running up the middle. Susie dishes it off up the side.
Really good job. They got a goal kick, so good defense there.
And I mean, you've seen it all game. Minneapolis City is really, really good at utilizing the triangle you
Yes.
know, when they get down there.
No,
I
you're
mean,
right. That's a great description of it, too, because you saw 3 players working together as they went down the field, right? It went down to the side, went up the field a little, and then they brought it right back down on the side and along the sideline. Yeah, you're right. Great. Triangle. Perfect. Way to describe it.
Was that old school Phil Jackson, right?
That's right.
But, I mean, it's so simple, and it's just, you know, creating ball movement. I mean, Susie's been great here running up the sideline for Minneapolis City.
Yeah, no matter how fast you are, you can't outrun the ball.
It's a good defensive play there.
Oh,
by
here we
number
go.
5.
Oh, Goldman ran into a group of axes, I guess, and he was cut down. I like to think of that when I think of that Legends logo. See those 2
Yeah.
hatchets crossed.
That was number 5, Otis Anderson for the Legends that broke that up. It was a good defensive play there.
And I kind of think that's what happens to you in soccer when it's 1-on-2. It's like you are trying to run between 2 hatchets, and you might get through, but odds are you're going to get nicked.
Well, no, and that's what you've seen with the Crows defense. You know, they like to pinch one player with 2 of theirs. and it's worked effectively so far, stopping any offensive momentum for St. Croix.
Yeah, it's been impressive so far what they've done.
Hey, soccer fans, just a reminder that at halftime, all kids and players are invited to join us down on the field for a juggling contest. Players will be divided into age groups.
You know, Don, you got to wonder at this point, 23 minutes in, Minneapolis City's had all these chances, but haven't found the back of the net yet. You wonder how that, messes with the psyche. I mean, they've been knocking on the door, but St. Croix has played some really, really good defense.
Yeah, right. I mean, the city hasn't led in a game. They've been down or tied in all their matches so far. So probably would be a nice change for them to take the lead in a game. St. Croix is kind of in the same boat. They'd also love to get a lead here and get a game.
You know, we talked about him earlier, but we haven't seen much of number 7, Telvin Va, recently.
No.
You know, he was very electric in the first, 5 to 8 minutes, but
he was.
Maybe they'd like to see him get the ball a little bit more. If they can win the ball here.
Yeah, that's the key, right? St. Croix, they were going to throw it in, but then his teammate said, hey, slow down. Slow down.
And I think that mentality is taken for granted, I feel like, in all sports where, sometimes you just need that, half a second to slow down and just kind of mentally check back in, especially when you've been taking all this pressure. I mean, to their credit, they've been playing great defense, but,
I like the way you say that, because I think about sometimes you think about, like, they say the greats have those moments in time where everything seems to be in slow motion and they're able to fully perform. I think part of that is taking a moment to, like you said, reflect, pause, set up strategically what you want to do, and not rush into something and make a mistake. Oh, and there we go. We have camera on number 7.
Yeah, just as we said, we hadn't seen him in a while. He ends up getting offsides, but it was a nice idea, definitely, by St. Croix. Just a step offsides for Telvin Va.
I think getting offsides occasionally is decent as long as you've got good strategy and attack behind it, right? It's not necessarily dumb plays, but just smart plays. And, defenders, obviously, their job is to get you offside. So it's not simply your doing, but offsides is a team effort. Someone can help you do it really easily.
No, and I bet if they run that play again, that more likely than not might be a good run for
Exactly.
St. Croix.
Yeah, and that's worth it, right? Especially in a game like this where St. Croix hasn't had those chances. And like you said there, they instantly pinch him. They got a guy in front and a guy behind.
And honestly, that just goes to show you the respect Minneapolis City's defense has for Telvin Va.
Yes.
Collapsing instantly, not giving him space. As this one's going to be a throw-in for the Crows.
And you almost wonder if that's a moment like that'll be when Va breaks through. If he can steal it from one of those Minneapolis City defenders and then get a shot on goal. It's going to have to be a good goaltender, though. But that's a big net.
Good steal there. Oh, Va just gets his pocket pick. Good defense there by City.
Yeah, really nice takeaway from behind. That's not easy to do.
I mean, we've seen all game the back line for City has been sound, but there's just been a couple moments where the Legends have pressed aggressively and just almost come up with the ball that could lead to something.
Yeah, it's a game of opportunities, right? You know they're going to happen. Question is, how many can you stop and how many can they get through?
Another good opportunity here for the Legends, getting a free kick at the 30-yard line.
Really interesting to see how far Va is. So are they planning like he might kick one of those hard shots if it comes out, and they've got everyone else deep?
That one gets served in. 50-50 ball. Won by St. Croix. See if they can hold on to it. That one gets crossed in, defended though. Looks like that one off of St. Croix.
Battle of 2 goal scorers there with Vaughn Goldman vying for that ball.
City now working it forward. See if they go up that sideline again. And they do.
After getting some time on offense, St. Croix is going to have to go back to defensive mode here.
Good ball movement here in the middle.
Really nice job of working together. That's what I'm seeing there. Whoa.
Good give and go there.
That was a dramatic jump there.
No call though. Good clear out there.
Yeah, I think that looked too acrobatic to be a foul, if you will. Saying that the player did what he could to protect himself, but also to just go with it, to go with that leg.
No, and I didn't see anything egregious there either.
No. I also saw the player kind of going with it too. So like adding to it a little bit, which is, if you're going to hit the ground, make it look good, right? You might get a card out of the deal, or a foul and get a nice shot.
Here comes City again. Promising run up the side.
Little track meet there.
That's going to be a goal kick. Great defensive positioning then. I got to imagine that's number 3 again, right?
It is. You are correct. Yeah, he's been solid.
No, he ran stride for stride up that sideline there with the Crows attacker, but had the positioning and wherewithal to get that to go off of him. That's a good defensive move again. I feel like we'll say that a couple more times this game.
I think we will. You can see St. Croix some good on defense for sure. Solid skills and positioning.
Yeah, if they can just find a way to connect here in the
Ooh, a little bit
midfield.
of extra shove there by 48.
Some big tackles, but legal.
Oh, really nice job there. That was Just, right? Who just came in and was able to foot it down and keep it in bounds. I had kind of given up on that as far as a play, but now look at this.
Oh, good
Turning
flick
into an
down the
opportunity.
sideline. Great play there. It's kind of a 1-2 flick down the sideline as their Legends player was sprinting down, and sound defensive move though by the City back defender.
Really nice. Now you can see St. Croix trying to set something up here.
There you go. There's some more of that nice passing up the sideline. That one gets taken into Va. That one crosses in. Ooh, good defensive move there by
No one from
City.
St. Croix in the middle to grab that though. This is really good for St. Croix. Now they've got the field kind of slanted in their direction, and they're looking like they're coming up to get a chance here. 32 minutes in, 32 and a half into this first half.
That one all the way back to Sanders.
Really see some nice patience on both sides trying to find that home run kick down the field, set their teammates up.
A good move there. I believe that's Susie. Takes a shot.
Wow.
What a shot.
That was an incredible shot across the field, out of the outstretched hands. I think that was a great shot by number 19.
Yeah, that's Zach Susie. I mean, he's been all over the field so far.
Yeah, he's running loose. Looks like a wild horse out there. Oh, got a player down, grabbing their head. Goldman giving him a good look.
They like to go fast, though.
Yeah, I don't know what that says if your teammates are willing, if you're laying on the ground in pain and your teammate says, let's go, and kicks the ball. I think they're sending you a signal.
Here they come. Minneapolis City. That's Herbert Endele on the side there, number 17 for the Crows. He's been electric too. Good ball movement when he's got the ball.
Yeah, it's hard to single out one player on Minneapolis City, I think, other than 19, as far as someone who's really been driving the action.
And of course, Goldman, number 10.
And Goldman, that's what I mean. And then, but on St. Croix side, really number 3 stood out as he kicks the ball right for us, right on time. Seen some good defense by both sides, not letting either team really get a great opportunity, other than the one we just saw. And now 19's coming down the field, so this is coming down the field again. Seems to have an extra speed beyond everybody else's.
Yeah.
Turbo mode.
Shot coming in. Good save there, though, by Sanders for the
Nice
Legends.
job by Goldman there to kind of do that side kick. Sanders probably wants to slow it down a little bit.
Here comes Minneapolis City once again. But who else?
Who else? He's had a great game so far.
Now trying to transition to the offensive side of here.
It looks that way. I think they brought him down earlier for that header opportunity when they had that free kick.
Good move on the sideline here. That one goes cross, but no one home on the other side.
I got to think that's partially Minneapolis City's defense, because they've had a couple balls that have gone through the middle where there's been no one there. I feel like they're doing a good job of keeping people away from.
I can imagine too defensively, if you know the other team's not on the other end of it, no harm, no foul if the ball goes cross.
Yeah, kick it through if you want. There's nobody there. You can't score. None of my guys are kicking it in.
But that's one of the better opportunities we've seen for St. Croix recently. Here coming up that sideline, trying to serve it in.
Yeah, 36 and a half minutes into this first half. St. Croix had, what, 2 or 3 good opportunities? Minneapolis City maybe 4 or 5 with one shot going off the post. St. Croix probably fortunate to be tied at this point. And they got to be careful doing these passes back and forth, because Minneapolis City is looking to steal it, which they just did.
That one goes high. Yeah, I always get a little bit nervous when your defenders are doing those short passes. You're just playing with fire against any team, let alone a team that has, this high-powered counterattack, fast-running wings like Minneapolis City.
Yeah, you misplay the ball, and if they're running faster than you are, they'll go get it, and then you got to go back on defense. You're back on your heels.
Like we said, we've seen it with Minneapolis City's back line too. I mean, just a couple chances that St. Croix has potentially almost capitalized on is, the defensive line playing with it just a little bit too long.
Oh, really nice header there over to the side.
See if someone get on the other side of this. That one again goes through. No harm done.
38 minutes. And offside. Everybody called it. Goldman was able to get behind the defenders, but that's not a problem.
That was number 6, Spencer Enright for the Legends, that had to chase that ball down in the corner over here that sent it through to nobody. But that was a great play to get it to the corner.
Oh, yeah. That's the kind of beauty that you see in soccer, football, is those kind of, when people are working together and they connect, it's just unbelievable what you see happening. Like just right there. Ball gets kicked forward, headed back. Other player goes back and forth. I love that kind of beautiful game.
Yeah, you know, I always can't stress enough how important that second runner is to a play, whether it's, you know, running through the gap, you know, for that long ball, or just being that second person that flicks it, you know, to the open guy. Like, so many setups you can have down the sideline. That
oh, we have some 10-on-10 violence here. Can't all the 10s get along?
Probably just wondering how their day was going, right?
Yeah, they were just checking in.
Just chatting.
One of my favorite moments happened there. So they're trying to defend, and when Goldman pushes, the St. Croix player makes sure he falls on the ball with his hands out, because he wants to force a whistle.
Oh man, lots of room here. I believe that's Endley again.
Now what's dangerous is you have 3 Legends hanging around the ball.
Somebody else is open probably
Exactly.
at some point. But that was good defense to cover Endley. I mean, we've seen his speed already up that sideline.
Yeah, we have some of the fans are yelling, keep the ball down.
Good pass
Realizing
there.
that those passes aren't really working.
Kids and players that are interested in the halftime event, juggling
Looked like
contest.
Goldman was out there making a move up the middle. Just got his pocket picked right before he had a good chance to shoot it.
Yeah, definitely someone to keep an eye on defensively. See, I love that kind of ball right there by Va. Then gets it back potentially. He does.
What a move. Va with it. Takes a shot. Oh, and that's saved. Still in play, though. Still in. Cleared. Legends trying to hold on to it. Right back on the attack. See what they want to do with it. Man, what an incredible run, though, by Va.
Oh, my
I mean,
gosh, yeah. You can see how he can score 2 goals. Like right there, he pretty much that was the best chance right there for St. Croix.
Well, and you notice, too, like he never gave up on the play. And that's what, you know, led to that whole thing. I mean, that was incredible to get down there, not foul the man, and then to continue running with the ball. Pull off a great shot. Great save, though, by Sanchez.
Yeah, you can see how him and Va. Oh, they're
here's
not going to call a
breakaway.
flag here. The coach is upset.
Oh, tried to deke him out. Pulls it back. Shot coming in. My
Wow. Again, you talk about the persistence of Va. Goldman comes and shows that same persistence. That was wild. We had players on the ground. The ball was unattended, heading toward the net.
That's always a tough call, too, because I maybe would have liked to have seen Goldman take the shot before he got confronted by the goalie. I see what he was trying to do when he tried to dribble across, but, man, you had a couple defenders. You might want to let that rip, but, man, St. Croix escapes again.
There it is again. Look at that. Aggressive goaltending, and isn't able to get a shot off.
You got to hand it to Sanders, too, goalkeeper for the Legends. I mean, to come out and make the dive and then get back into position. Good shot there. Goes just high for Minneapolis City.
Yeah, and as we come up on 42 and for just past 42 and a half minutes in the half, that would have been a great way to connect right before halftime to get that lead. Minneapolis City's played a good game, but they haven't been able to crack through.
I mean, getting a goal right before halftime can be so backbreaking
Yes.
for that other team. I mean, you see it in any soccer game. when you can put one in right before halftime, I mean, that can change the whole game.
Good tackle from behind. Again, the defense just shining for St. Croix.
Good ball.
Well, keep an eye on 15. He can get pretty aggressive.
Oh, good move there. I've been impressed with 15 all game. He's been doing work for Minneapolis City.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing I have noticed watching him play in a couple games is that he'll do that extra shove. And I think if the referee catches up on that, he might pick himself up some fouls. But he's a very aggressive and very confident player, and talented.
Good ball at the sideline again. Stumbled, went down. That one gets taken by the Legends as they move it up the sideline.
Good defense again by number 3, Jared Hecht. And here's Va.
Just let him run. Had a man cutting in the box. Good idea.
Kind of the first time we've had someone cutting through the box, so yeah, you got to kick it to a guy if he's going to do that for the first time in the game, and you're almost at 45 minutes.
St. Croix doing a good job of keeping it on this end. And that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first half. Back and forth game. I really feel like St. Croix picked it up there in that last little bit, for sure. And really, you know, I think Va kind of kick-started that offense there with that one big attack that he had that almost went in. But, again, you can't sleep on Minneapolis City as they came right down the field and almost put one in.
Yeah, we had 2 shots, right? One shot for each team that could have been a goal. One went off the goal post. The other one was Sanchez off there. I was going to say, when I see this Stillwater graphic come up on the screen, and it reminds me that, you know, these games are being brought to you by Valley Access. Crosby Hotel in downtown Stillwater is the Legends exclusive hotel. And then the jersey sponsors, we were talking about the jerseys, which are beautiful. Machining Technology is the jersey sponsor for St. Croix. They're based out of Brooklyn Park. I think at halftime, people are going to grab the Papa John's pizza and the Candyland Chicago mix. And we're going to throw it to break, and then we'll come back and talk more about this first half and look ahead to the second.
Absolutely.
back. So it's perfect that Discover Stillwater's there because we have someone who's discovering Stillwater. We have James Hargraves here visiting us from overseas.
Yeah.
Tell us about the action, what you're taking in, and you've had quite a soccer weekend planned. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I live in the Netherlands, and I'm a community owner for Minnesota Aurora. So I'd always planned to kind of be here for the inaugural game, and I also do a Minnesota Loons podcast. So I was here for Wednesday's game. I'm here for Saturday's game. And we talked about going to Minneapolis City as well while I'm here. So we kind of had talked about the MPSL, but then we decided we'd go to USL 2. I was like, I don't know where Stillwater is.
Right.
So we
So now
kind
you're
of came
discovering
down.
it.
Yeah, exactly. We're discovering Stillwater. I went down. We had a bite to eat in the main city, and yeah, now we've come to the high school, and it's been really great to watch it so far.
That's great. And so USL 2, that's this league. There's a men's and women's division. You're involved with both, really.
Yeah.
And I think you might have to add St. Croix to your podcast now that you're going to get to see a match here.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna talk about it on Sunday when we do our podcast. Like, yeah, it's been really cool. I mean, I've never been to a high school and watched a game, especially.
That's what I was going to say. What do you make of this high school complex? I mean, it's pretty crazy because you can see field after field after field and all the activity going on here at Stillwater High School.
Yeah, I mean, we're like where I went to school back in Australia, I'm used to having multiple fields, but the biggest thing for me and kind of the bit that I have to get my head around is so many lines are on the field.
Yes.
Right. In Australia, I'm originally from England, right? So we just have football or soccer fields that are just painted.
Yeah.
For football. Now it's, you got football lines, you got all these different lines. So
Well, that's the thing. We've covered lacrosse games, soccer games, football games. It's just been amazing. What do you make of the level of play you're seeing here with these two clubs? And what do you see that you like, or what would you change for the second half for these two clubs?
yeah, so it's been, for me, it was understanding where USL 2 kind of fits into
Yes.
the overall structure. And for me, I'm really liking what I see. Obviously, it's pre-professional, right? So there's been a lot of good attacking play, and I think, and something we talked about in our Aurora podcast is you kind of want to see more communication between people. And I think that these guys have had a few games together, so there's already been that level of communication, and I like where they are, and you like kind of seeing the attacking play and how they work on defense, but I'd like to see a bit more kind of like other through balls or supporting runs is generally one that we
Do you
kind of
like
look
a more
for.
vocal goalie or not? I think yesterday we saw a pretty vocal goalie with
Yeah,
the
Sarah
Aurora.
Fuller.
And here they've been more quiet, but they've made some great plays.
Yeah, and I think like both are important, right? As a former goalkeeper myself, you want to kind of be marshalling your troops and marshalling your defense and making sure, because you can see so much more that like how they're interacting with everyone. And I like vocal goalies. I was a vocal goalie myself.
Yes.
It's kind of making sure that you're keeping your guys in line and also offside traps and all that kind of stuff, making sure that you're on top of that at all times.
Yeah, well, I wanted to bring in like your perspective to talk about this. I really appreciate you spending the time with us.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks a lot.
No, thank
Enjoy
you very
the
much.
rest of the game.
Yeah, I will.
And
Thanks.
enjoy discovering Minnesota and discovering Stillwater.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.
We'll be back after the break for the second half, and we'll talk to you more about this game. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back on this Friday evening here at Pony Stadium. I'm Pete Winslow, along with me, Don Ackerman for Valley Access Channels. Got some great soccer here going between St. Croix and Minneapolis City. 0-0 so far, Don.
0-0, two solid chances, right? We had one go off the goalpost early, and then Stillwater got a chance where Va just almost scored a goal by himself. Pretty impressive first half.
Yeah, I feel like, the name of the game here for St. Croix was Bend Don't Break. I mean, they had so much great defense, especially by number 3, Jared Heck. I mean, he was all over the place.
He was.
And he had to be, because the attack from Minneapolis City on all sides has just been killer so far.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's
they
been
haven't
one
put
pink
anything in the
streak
net.
after
Yeah.
another.
They haven't found the back of the net, but I mean, every setup they have has been, a high percentage shot, and I think that obviously St. Croix has taken notice of that, as they've had to really clamp it down. And again, I got to give credit to Sanders, goalkeeper back there for St. Croix. As we get started for the second half here, is it's come close, but he's locked it down too. So we'll see what adjustments both teams have made. I can imagine the offense is still going to be high flying for Minneapolis City. And then you saw, Telvin Va for St. Croix kind of kickstart the offense for the Legends when he had that great move and almost scored. So we'll see if he's going to be used as a guy that they want to get the ball to, or if he wants to be the guy that distributes it, because obviously when he's got the ball, all the defenders are going to him.
Yeah. I think alternatively, we might see something out of Spencer Enright, number 6. He's been the guy they've been like flashing down the sideline, who's looked pretty good. I have to say, and if you're enjoying this match, watching this match on TV, you may want to discover Stillwater and come through those arches that we just saw and come back for this on June 7th. We'll have another game for these two teams playing in themselves again on June 7th at 7 o'clock.
Well, we've kicked off the second half here, folks, as the Crows hold on to it. We'll see how aggressive both teams come out here in the first few minutes. It's always a feeling out process, but man, they're going right to the sideline, hoping they can get a guy streaking up the sideline. Offsides, though.
They're going to have to reset that.
Like we said in the first half, Don, offsides isn't necessarily a bad call in my opinion. I mean, you're trying to create chances, you're trying to get runs and create some offense, and if you're off by just a half, foot, obviously it's not great to turn the ball over, but I mean, the chances are there, and they will continue to be there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, because offsides is maybe an offensive player being too aggressive, but it's also a defensive player being strategic and putting you offsides. Oh, that's a nice ball.
Just over the head of number 28.
Sam Just.
That's right.
Just over Just. It's good to see he's back out on the field after hitting his head earlier, getting hit in the head on a jump when they were both jumping for the ball. Good to see he's okay. Can hear a little bit of chatter going on right now.
Crows come away with that. Try to work it up the sideline. Big tackle there, and that one's going to get called. Going against the Legends.
Yeah, shakes up 17 a little bit.
That one just out of reach for number 22, Xavier Zengu. Got to be careful here at their own end. I was like we said earlier, I always get a little bit nervous when you play with it right in front of your goal.
Absolutely. Especially when you see how well Minneapolis City's work together. And with this high line that's being played, you don't have a lot of defenders back there to recover if you make a mistake. That's the downside to that strategy.
Good ball.
Oh, here we go.
Va finding man streaking.
Oh, just a little deep.
On that far corner post there. And that's what I think might be more successful here in the second half is Va setting players up, because he creates so much space because he pulls people to him, and You know, obviously you want him to strike the ball whenever he can, but really when you can use him as more the decoy and set guys up like just on that far post, or like you said, number 6, has also had some really good runs up the sideline. I mean, that might be the key here for St. Croix if they want to get one on the board.
Yeah, and I think if you're St. Croix, your key is to let that number 19 who wasn't able to collect that one. Don't let him run loose because, man, he's been showing off his speed and ball handling, and you do not want that to turn into a goal when you're trying to win a game at home.
I'd also like to shed a little bit of a spotlight on number 4 here. Looks like he's got the captain armband for the Legends. Tierno Guy, a defender. I mean, I think he's been all over the place too.
Yes.
You know, we've been praising Hecht, but he's held it down on his side, and I think, and he's even jumped in on the offense too. So, you know, I've been really impressed with his play as well for the Legends.
Yeah, and just there, as we're talking about him, you see him talking to the referee about, you know, some of the physicality that's been shown and just joking with the referees. So you can see the quality of play there, and he's somebody you're right to, somebody to feature for sure.
Good move now here for the Legends. Too many pink shirts there. A lot of physicality there up the middle. Nothing crazy yet. Shot gets blocked. That one's going to be whistled against St. Croix. That was Herbert Endele for Minneapolis City.
And I think they're giving a yellow card to number 8.
Yellow card caution is issued to St. Croix, number 8, Colton Prater.
Colton Prater, yep.
But
So
again, you understand why you got to take that tackle. Endele's been all over the place as well. When, you know, a team has so many, you know, deadly fast strikers and wings. I mean, you gotta take the body sometimes to not let them set up what they want. And that ball goes through. Here comes attack right up the middle. Susie has it, turns around, dishes it off, but that gets taken. That one looks like it might have gone off.
Well, I think here you can really get a sense for how much both teams want it. Where you could hear the animation after that ball, which was debatable. Who went off whom? Was there a foul? Was that slide tackle too much?
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a free kick here for City. Again, in a dangerous spot here at the 15-yard mark. Got to imagine that might be an in-swinging ball here. That one gets hit out.
Yeah, if that's getting headed out, it's number 3 again. He's got the size, and he does a great job of deflecting those passes to make sure that they don't turn into City goals.
Good pass there by Susie.
Yeah, really nice one.
Oh, has a man up the middle. Good streaking there for Goldman. Takes a shot. It looked like that got a piece of Sanders.
Yeah, credit to Sanders. I think he was able to clip that before it went out of bounds. If he did clip it, that would make it a corner.
Maybe it missed him.
Boy, I thought he got a piece of it too, though. Now Sanders is a little rattled by that, a little shaken up.
But again, how quickly that turned into something right up the gut, actually. Goldman got a nice through ball and took it right up to Sanders.
Yeah, you talk about City working together. That just shows you how quickly they can click if you give them a chance.
Well, it's been interesting, too. I haven't seen a whole lot of up the middle. You know, it's not been open because a lot of it gets clogged up by defense, but ooh, bad turnover there, if you ask me.
Yeah, good opportunity here for City now. You can see the sun kind of providing a little bit of a glow on the field.
Ooh, what a laser beam in there. That's number 22, Xavier Zengmu for the Crows. Legends going to have to work out of their own end here.
Team defense there. Ball goes into the middle, and like we've seen most of the game, there's no one there.
And I've always thought, too, in that corner down there, that's your own corner trying to work out. That's got to be the hardest part of the field to work out. I mean, you don't want to give out you know, corner kicks and throw-ins. It's just, and there's no room. So
Right.
here comes the Crows again, running up the middle. Good ball up the side. Better defense, though, by the Legends.
Yeah, again, turned into nothing because the defense stopped it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they had 3 guys go down there in the corner, and they covered all the lanes, and that was just, I mean, like you said, you know, you see 3 guys, there's got to be something open, but if you cover all the lanes that the ball could go through, I mean, you're doing your job.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, yeah.
Another good ball over. Ooh. That goes just wide. A lot more middle opening up right now.
Must be an adjustment from halftime, right? They figured that one out. Aggressive goaltending, though, that's for sure. We've seen Sanders come pretty far out of the net to limit to kind of reduce the chance of a opportunity.
A quick kick there. That one gets served in. Back post, no one there.
Nice ball. Decent idea to see some thumbs up as players come back down the field saying thank you for the opportunity. I wasn't able to get there, but I like that you're thinking about me. I guess it's like a gift. Sometimes it's a thought that counts.
Right. Big boot there.
Ooh, really nice kick down the field. St. Croix is going to gather that.
They got numbers forward now. Bob, the sideline. That one's going to go out for a corner.
A good job by 15 there to dive down and make sure that did go to the corner instead of into the middle. This is the opportunity that St. Croix has been looking for. 55-22
Legends corner taken by Nicholas Zukowski.
early in the second half.
And that was all started by that big boot clear out that they ended up just pouncing on.
Yeah, I think number 3 clocked that ball. Jared Hecht again.
It's a good setup if they can, you know, control those off the rebound. They're going to get a in-swinging ball here. Ooh, punched away by Sanchez. Good ball.
Heard some good communication there. Heard one of the players say on your back, letting his city teammate, I can't say that fast, can't even say it slow, let him know that somebody's right on you. Ooh.
Oh, could be an opening here. Only one defender back. Good defensive move there. Looks like that's going to be a corner kick for City.
Yeah, that's Sam Just again. .56.5 minutes in. Now City's getting a good chance after St. Croix had theirs a moment or two ago.
Again, they go with this short, quick kick. They did this twice in a row now.
It isn't created opportunities yet.
Well, good move to keep that in. Still in. That one gets chipped up in the middle. Yeah, I don't know about that short corner kick yet here, Don.
I don't either, and one thing that I saw there that was fascinating is I think Sam just lost his shoe or his shin guard as he was flying in to kick that. I saw a piece of equipment flying in the air. Can't say I've seen that happen yet in a game this year, so I guess that's why you check out a game. You always see something new.
You know, I already feel like the second half, St. Croix has done a much better job of controlling the ball and not just giving it away in the midfield.
I agree. And anytime we've seen City really pull off a good play, it's something where you're exclaiming, wow, they kept that in bounds. Wow, he did a good job, spin move there. So you're seeing that St. Croix is able to do pretty well, and the only way they can be beaten is if City does something that's extraordinary. Well, nice. Nothing better than the 2 hands out, right? When a player's on the ground. Come on, call something. Isn't someone going to help me? He's like, get your shoe back on. He's going to stretch here. Is he waiting for medical to come out? Oh, there we go. Now the ref's going to help him up. That's a clear sign to keep it going, right? When the ref comes over and helps you up.
Either you helped him up or told him to get up. One of the two.
Ooh, good idea there by Guy, number 4.
They got Zusi up the sideline. They go the opposite way, though. That one gets his pocket picked, but they got it back right away. Haven't given up possession. That one's going to go safely into the hands of Sanderson. Here comes just up the sideline. Go back to Guy.
Yeah, I guess we didn't appreciate him enough, right? You see he constantly makes pretty good plays. Now you're starting to see the come on refs. You can see it in the body language. Players are getting a little frustrated.
Coming up on 60 minutes here. In the second half, still 0-0. Definitely a more 50-50 game here in the second half, if you ask me.
Yeah, and in pregame we were kind of wondering how many goals were we going to see tonight. Were we going to see an outburst? Were we going to see the defensive continue? There haven't been a lot of goals scored really by both these clubs in these games. And it looks like that's going to stay true. City starting to measure up, and you can see St. Croix not letting them get it down the field right now.
You mean a 7-6 game is out of the question here, Don?
I wouldn't say it's out of the question. It doesn't look likely. Anything can happen. I mean,
No,
you see the talent here, that's for sure. Who's your odds-on favorite for first goal? Someone like Va, Goldman?
I don't know. I mean,
Best could head one in. Just, I mean.
Oh, here's a good
here we
ball.
go.
Oh, good move by Heck. That was big. Although he gave the ball possession up, he didn't foul the man. He could have easily, the City guy could have easily fallen down, gotten the foul, but instead, clean play, kicked out of bounds. They'll just defend the throw in here now.
Definitely physical contact, like you said. And there you see some too, but no whistle. There they're going to call it. It's outside the box, I think.
This might just be a...
Just out of bounds, I guess. No, I think it's a set kick.
Yep. Might as well just be a corner, though, from this position.
I agree.
We'll see. I got to imagine they're going to serve this one in, not go short, but
You hope.
you got to take advantage of this position here. That one gets chipped in. And smartly defended.
Off St. Croix and out of bounds again to the other side. A little bit further back. Try again, guys. Now they're kind of serving it backwards. So I guess the set pieces really aren't coming through very strongly right now. That's something I guess I've noticed.
That one gets sent through. Again, no one on the back door.
Just was calling for an offsides, which was not called, not needed, but just reminding the referees in case they didn't recognize it.
See if Sanders elects to go short, and he does.
Does just after 63 minutes. in this match.
Well, this worked for them last time. Played well in the air, though, by the Crows.
I mean, some nice kicks, though, by Hecht.
Anybody hungry? There's fresh Papa John's pizza at the concession stand.
The Legends come away with that one as they work it up the sideline.
Oh, nice job by 15 there to steal it, head it forward.
Yeah, that's Wes Lawrence for Crows. He's been solid all game. This cross is going all the way across.
2 players in the area. No defender, though. But they're just going to kick it out of there and start over. I think we're going to have substitutions now.
That was number 41, Ethan Miller, for the Legends that collected that one. I usually think it's a pretty good strategy to switch the field up and get it all the way across. Just that's where the space is. I always feel like you want to get that defense moving.
Looks like Guy's going to go down. Ask for maybe some cramping going on. Look at this. You have a team guy from the other team helping you stretch. I mean, come on. If that's not showing you like the love of the game and respect for teammates, I honestly can't think of anything better than that. That's really great to see.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, they all understand how the muscles work in their bodies.
Right.
They all go through the same things. They get it.
Substitutions on for St. Croix. Number 14, Owen Johnson. Number 24, Kobe Awu. And number 19, Stu Sane.
So coming into the game are 14, 24, and 19, and exiting were 20, 28, and 41. Of those guys coming in, Owu is someone to keep an eye on in my book. He's someone I'd say keep an eye on him.
Yeah, and I always think, right here about the 65th minute is prime substitution time. You want to get those fresh legs in. Those, I can't tell you how many times, how important it is for bench players to come in and make an impact. I mean, that's their role, right?
Yes.
You come in, you got to seize the opportunity and make a difference in this game. And that's, every sub, that's their job for sure.
Yeah, literally sometimes it's to run around these other guys who are a little more tired than you are because they have a 60-minute head start on you. Let's see what happens there. Oh, I like that chip ball forward. That's really nice. Number 24 is trying to chase it down. Owu.
Yeah, like you said, as good as guys like Susi and Goldman have been, I mean, they've been playing 66 minutes. It's hard not to bet against the guy who's coming in fresh, no matter how, the difference in skill level that person might have.
Yeah, I totally agree.
For City, number 21, Lionel Vang.
Players get tied up in the middle there. That's going to go against City, as the Legends are going to set up. You can hear the coach yelling, set up quickly.
Yeah, it's good to hear that, but if you don't think your teammates are ready or if you're not ready, I'm perfectly fine with waiting a little second. Sometimes it's nice to make sure players clear the space, because players will often linger around and they'll try to stay in the way of a free kick. They'll try to be a little closer than they should be. Sometimes that's why they have that spray stuff, right, where they can mark the field and say, you can't go past this line.
Ball coming in. Oh, and that's a header, and that's in.
That's Owu, number 24.
Talk about making an impact. What a ball served in. I mean, we saw them pull up Hecht, as that big body, and he almost got on the end of it, and it took maybe a second or third bounce to find Owu as he heads it in. St. Croix.
Here's another look at it.
Just right on the back doorstep there. Nothing Sanchez can do about it. What a goal for St. Croix here. Like I said, from a sub, too.
Yep. I said keep an eye on 24. I thought he was somebody to keep an eye on.
Number 4.
67-29 on the clock.
Assisted by number 3, Jared Heck.
on there, giving the assist to Hecht, who was also in there trying to put his head on the ball.
I think they called that goal for Guy, but it was actually, yeah, 24.
Yeah, I think is Guy even in the game?
I don't know. They just corrected it now, so it was
Okay, good.
Owu.
Because I think Guy subs out after he went down, and they
Yeah.
subbed in Anderson for him. As when I heard a sub 34, Anderson came in. I think he came in for Guy.
Yep, they just corrected it. It was Owu.
Perfect.
But yeah, like I said, I mean, they put Hecht right in the middle to cause that space because he's a big body. And yeah, the ball just hit a couple players and went right to Owu. One of the easiest goals he'll ever score, right in that back doorstep there.
Yeah, credit to him, but also City's going to have to make sure they don't give him space, especially in that kind of play. But they're looking to equalize here now.
That one gets served in. Good defense there by the Legends.
Six will chase it down. He's been doing a good job chasing the ball down all night.
Oh, good ball coming in. Rips a shot off. Big save by Sanders.
Really good look there at Sanders, and you can see that jersey sponsor, Machining Technology, right across the front of that jersey. Great job there as City tries to equalize 2 minutes after going down 0-1.
No, that was a great ball in by number 22, Xavier Zenglu for the Crows. Great shot. But, I mean, like, hats off to Sanders. He's been solid all game for the Legends.
Yeah, I think both goaltenders have been great, right? The only goals that have gone in have been pretty spectacular shots that you can't do much about. The one goal that went in.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, had a man streaking on that left side.
Great idea there.
I believe that was number 14 on the left side for St. Croix.
Yeah, Owen Johnson looking to get his name down in the scorebook, get his name down on the scorecard. Good foul there. Think we're going to have a moment here. What are we going to do? Ref's going to help him up again. Love to see that. I don't think you see that at the highest level.
I don't think so.
I love to see that. It makes me laugh.
So it'll be interesting here how City responds. I mean, it's been a couple minutes already since the goal, but
Ooh, that was really close.
I always feel like after a team concedes a goal, I mean, it's that first 2 minutes, you know, what they do, it's important whether they shut down or get right back on the attack. And City's kind of been right back on the attack.
We saw City back on the attack, yeah. Took Sanders to make a pretty great play to prevent the score from being tied again.
That's always tough once you go up 1-0 and all of a sudden the team's right back on you and you potentially give up, you know, a game-tying goal. That's always rough. But, I mean, like I said, defense has been there all game. Good pick there.
Everybody's been bracketed, right? Oh, Johnson had to slow down. It's like, come on, give and go. I give, you go, you give, I go.
Oh, good crossfield pass. Running into players now. He's got to get rid of it.
Funky little fake there. Got some of the fans laughing.
Oh, good move to create some space. That's number 10, I think, for St. Croix.
It is.
Just going to win that corner.
Yeah, at that point, that's City wants to concede that. But I think that's kind of a win for St. Croix.
Victor Gallman, that's number 10.
Okay, now we have a sub coming in. Looks like coming out is number 48.
Looks like it's going to be a throw-in. Didn't quite go out for a corner kick. Ooh, mishit there. They had players streaking down in numbers, just a little bit of a mistouch.
Yeah, really good. I thought it was a really good idea by the player that was just subbed in. I haven't seen his number yet. but he's the one who flicked it over to number 22. Nice play there.
Good move. I believe that's Zengwu again, number 22. Oh, he's off and running. Oh, takes a big spill there.
That might be a card. Yes, it is.
Oh, that's 2.
And that's a red.
That was the second yellow card of the day.
On Colton.
You can see here in the replay, I mean, just number 17, Herbert Endeley has been just a problem in the midfield. And I always feel like when players are that fast with that much pace, I mean, sometimes one of your only plays is to take them down because otherwise they're going to lead to something even bigger. And it's just hard to play around players like that. And so that'll mean that the Legends are down to 10 now.
Yeah, 73-54 was the time. Oh, now Vaz coming out. Oh, Vaz being subbed out.
You might be thinking, okay, they're just down one guy. It's not a huge deal, but that's a big pocket of space that opens up. What a laser. Too far, though. Yeah, that's a big pocket of space that opens up when you don't have that 11th person out there.
For sure. And I guess once that happens strategically, St. Croix immediately swaps out Va, who we've seen, he's a dangerous offensive asset. So if you're subbing him out, you're making a decision there that with 15 minutes left to go,
We're pulling a little bit extra defense here.
putting in extra defense because you're one player down.
I mean, I think it's obviously a little bit too early to just park the bus, but I can see what St. Croix may be wanting to do, play it a little bit more safe. But they don't need that offensive front presence in Va.
Right, or maybe you've got that with Owu coming in and Johnson. Johnson looked really strong earlier. Owen Johnson had that chance going down the sideline, so maybe they're thinking his speed will be what they use as Johnson makes a play right there.
Like I said, subs have to make impacts, and we've seen that so far for St. Croix. Good ball there up the sideline. Give me a corner kick. Looks like they wanted to set up quickly.
Yeah, they were looking. It must have been a short one again. Seems like that's what they like to do.
I don't know, 76 minutes in, you're down 1. I honestly think you should take your time and make sure you set up the perfect thing.
I agree.
Big shot, too much traffic though.
Right.
Big clear there by St. Croix. Gives them some good breathing room. Coming right back in though. Oh, what a play. Zengwu with it now on the sideline. What a beautiful ball in. Had someone on the back post there. Takes a shot. Big save. Once again, Sanders is right there.
Slides in front of the post to steal that one.
I can't stress how beautiful that play was up the sideline here that the Crows just had.
Oh yeah, off the chest to a
chest
teammate.
to Zengwu, because I mean we've seen number 22 Xavier Zengwu put in some great balls as he did there for City.
Tell you, that's another nice kick by number 4 down the field. I think City's done a better job of those deeper kicks and connecting on them than St. Croix has done. Like there you see a really nice deep ball, but it ends up going to one of the City players.
Well, it's just how they corral the kick too. I mean,
Yes.
They're able to hold on to it. And
Oh, nice job weaving.
oh, and there's I mean, we've seen all game Zhengwu put those balls in, but decided to give a little fake there, and the lane opened up.
Yeah.
Good move. That's a high IQ move, if you ask me.
Yeah, and the guy who shut that down, by the way, is number 3, Jared Heck. He came over and closed the door.
Right.
Really nice, like you said, really great offensive move there, too, kind of weaving through and creating opportunity.
Oh, they had Owu on the run.
No foul there called. The protesting alone made me think he was guilty.
I always question whether to put your hands up.
That
Because
radically?
It usually says, hey, I...
Yeah, busted.
Right. I know what I did, but...
Right, like yelling to your parents, I didn't do it?
Right.
They're like, didn't do what?
And that never works, so...
Yeah, I'm assuming some of these refs are parents, so they know that move, or they use that as a kid and they recognize it immediately.
Absolutely.
I know guilty when I see it. I thought that was a guilty look. Oh, another nice deep opportunity. That one sniffed out, though, by the defense.
Yeah, I feel like number 6 here for City has served those in all day.
Yeah. Definitely see good teamwork going on for sure. Ooh, nice spin there.
Number 6, Jameson Charles for City.
There's one of our subs who came in who just served the ball. I still haven't seen his number. He's yelling for the ball, though.
Owu with it now. Might have been offsides.
Must have been. Didn't even try to reach for it. Though that's could be a dangerous opportunity. I'd keep an eye on Johnson for sure. He seems to have some pretty good speed offensively and defensively.
Honestly, I think one of the biggest things that St. Croix has done so far in the second half is that they've connected on their passes. I think that their short tic-tac passes have worked out a lot better than they were in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, they did, overall the whole game they've looked more together as a unit, if you will, especially offensively. St. Croix defensively just done a good job stopping everything pretty much, except a couple of opportunities which you expect to happen. It's a nice curving ball.
What a good, that was such a good curve in there by Zhengwu.
Yeah, I just got to find a teammate to connect with.
Honestly, I mean, you know, you look at City so far, and I feel they haven't done as much differently, but it's still working as far as getting chances. It's that good ball movement, those long serving balls, and, you know, being able to corral those, and, you know, they open up the sideline stuff right here.
I mean, that's a great ball in, right? You just need to have somebody go get it. Okay, watch out here. He's got some speed. Oh, he's so mad about that one. He wanted to run.
Well, and I think St. Croix will take those crossings all day if you know, the Crows aren't going to put bodies in the middle of the box. You know, they'll just let them serve it in and they'll defend it.
Sure.
So here they go on the run. Oh, had him in, going back post.
Just out of reach. Good
That's,
quality chance there as we crossed 82 minutes.
is that Susie that drove that one in? On that far side, maybe? I don't know if he got subbed out earlier or not, but regardless, what a good ball.
Substitution on for City, number 24, Jack Berry.
Sub coming in for City. Number 24, Jack Berry in.
Looks like the players
Ball going through. Oh, has the man up to the right. Taking it down the sideline. Cross coming in. Oh.
It's Johnson. He's fast, but he's not that fast. But look, he's going to run out. He's going to get up and chase the ball down again.
Man, absolutely dangerous cross there. And Owu started that. He had it up in the middle, and I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to turn around and pull the trigger on it. And he found the man up the right sideline and
He sure did. That's the kind of goal that gets you on SportsCenter, right? Little tic-tac-toe,
Yeah, that was
highlight stuff right there.
absolutely brilliant find.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness, what a move to win that ball. I believe that's Owu over
It
on the
is.
far side.
Someone to keep an eye on. Oh, my goodness.
Sanchez had to come out and get a hand on that one.
He really had to come out, too.
St. Croix likes to keep that one in. I mean, really, at this point, I shouldn't be in a hurry, you know. That's a foul. They like to go quick because they want to keep it running.
Yeah, 7 minutes left here. Less than 7. Oh, a nice deep ball if City can get it, but they can't.
Yeah, and you know, if you're St. Croix, I really think you want to make sure that this doesn't turn into a track meet.
Yes.
Because, I mean, even if we're 84 minutes in, there's still lots of speed on the field for City. And it's been working really well, you know, for City putting those long balls in.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially when they're at the point where you're up 1-0 and you'd love to make it 2-0. Owu playing great. There's a foul or pause. Take advantage of it to kind of rest for a second. Be ready for this attack, which look at this. The Pink's coming at him. He's taking great plays like that to stop it.
No, and that's number 17, Endelay. Like, he's been great all game.
Yeah, the hard part is how many St. Croix players can you beat? That's what it's come down to.
Yeah, you know how good you are. 1v4 is still 1v4.
It is. Yeah, and it just takes one player to figure out how to, you know, scoop you from behind or deflect the ball, stop you from getting that ball on net that you want so badly.
Ball coming in. Big throw. That might just go right. Yep, right to Sanders. But you can see the urgency here in Minneapolis City. I mean, even setting up every throw-in or corner kick, they're trying to get in a position as fast as they can. Don't want to waste any time. And you know, if I'm St. Croix, I'm just ready to hold on to the ball as long as I can down in this part of the field.
Right. Yeah, especially when, like here, it's 3-on-5, 3-on-4 when you're outnumbered. See, like you said, St. Croix is going to be real fast to throw that ball down and get it set, and let's go. 86 minutes in this match.
Owu's done a great job of locking it down in the front, though, for St. Croix, especially when, you know, you're just trying to hold it down there. He's been winning one-on-one battles and doing what he has to waste as much time, but here come the Crows again. Oh, good move. That one gets crossed in. Ooh, almost gets to the back post, but that one gets booted out for a throw-in for Minneapolis City.
Yeah, 22 for Cities. He's been kind of limping a little bit the entire game. Look, he's got
yeah, I noticed that too.
And he's still, but you still see those plays come out. So man, if he can do that injured, what can he do healthy? Well, that's a nice way to kill 30 seconds.
Long ball coming in. Good touch.
Really impressed with what St. Croix has done down one with that red card. They're one player short, and it doesn't really look like they're one player short.
I almost forgot about that.
I was thinking I watched your face when I said that. I was like, I bet he did forget that they're down one. I wasn't thinking about it.
Whoa! Sanders has to come out, make a big save there for St. Croix. Still, big opportunity here for Minneapolis City.
Man, 22 wants this. Look at, you can see him right there. You can just see him you can see he's limping a little bit. He's going to fight through it. He really wants this win.
That's Xavier Zeng move for Minneapolis City.
Wants the goal badly.
It's been very, very good this second half.
And limping most of it, or at least trying to.
Yeah.
Something's nagging him. Oh, now we have
another sub coming in.
This has got to be a tactical move, right? By St. Croix. Number 22 into the game.
Here comes that in-swinging corner kick. Don't tell me, was that who I thought it was that defended that?
Substitution on for St. Croix, number 22, Drew Collins.
Oh, yeah, I think that went out of bounds before that. Yep, I think that's a good call.
Well, like you said, when you brought back up that they are down a man, I mean, it just goes to show you how good of a shape they've kept defensively.
Yes.
To fill that, that open gap. It hasn't really looked like it's. I mean, they're getting guys in, with those long balls, but they're staying true, sticking to their form in the middle of the box, and they're keeping things out.
Yeah, doing a great job defensively the entire game, I think. And you see it on the scoreboard. No goals.
Also helps Sanders has been making some great plays back there.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
St. Croix.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Sanders yelling at his teammates, like, hey, you exposed me there. Usually you see a goalie yell that. Haven't seen that tonight by either club.
Make the save and go back to work. Good ball down there.
Well, give it back to him. Come on. Like you said, there's a reason you have teammates. They're there to help you.
Looks like that's going to be a corner kick. 89 and a half minutes into this game. Done.
This might be it.
Has not been shortage of opportunities, though, for City to get back into this. That one goes in. Big shot. Whoa. Oh, off the post. That one gets not quite cleared. Oh, big foul there. That's going to be a yellow. Another yellow, maybe. Looks like he maybe flashed it at two people, but and regardless, what a good ball that was to come in. Found maybe a head or two of City players, and it went off the post.
Okay, at this point, the clock's at 90, so I don't know how much extra time we're going to get.
All up to the ref here, and this is a dangerous spot.
This is really a great spot for City.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right around that 10-yard mark.
Key is don't kick it to Hecht.
Oh, and that one looks like it hit the wall.
It did. Gave him a corner.
Trying to get in. All right, we'll see.
See how much time's left here. Another nice.
Croix serving it in. You got to just start taking shots, I would imagine.
Yeah, if you're St. Croix, you just want to get it down the field.
Here comes St. Croix. Oh, good run. Good run. Takes a shot.
Oh.
Easy save there by Sanchez. Wants to get this one back in play as they want to start running back.
Oh, Owu comes from behind there and stops that.
That ball's just open, dead space. Not what you want if you're the Crows. That one goes out, but for St. Croix. Good hustle there by number 6. Spencer Enright for St. Croix.
Spencer's not in a hurry to throw it in.
Nice. Owu.
And if he does, he's going to throw it in deep. They're going to wrestle for it. They're calling the foul on Owu. And a lot of people saying, oh, no.
Getting that ball back in. Sanchez now taking it up. You got to do what you got to do to launch this one in. Little short, though. That one's going out.
Boy, at this point, you wonder how much time is left. I don't think we've had a lot of stoppage time in this.
I feel like we've had more players go down in the second half, though, with that stretching break and stuff.
Yeah.
So there could be a couple minutes, but I'm not going to guess. Regardless.
I just saw one of the linesmen check his watch.
Regardless, Minneapolis City trying to work it up. Good ball. See if they keep it in.
They don't, but it goes out of bounds. Clock's still running, if you will.
Got to get this one in quick. Maybe have one more good opportunity.
Oh, yeah, coach is saying, let's go. Full arm swing.
Big throw, trying to get this in the middle of the box. Keeping up a prayer. Oh, that one goes right back to Sanders.
I think that went off Hecht again.
Don't know if that was his intention to get it back to Sanders, but that could very well do it here.
When you look at everybody lined up, you don't see anyone who's as tall as Hecht, so gives him a huge advantage, I think. And there's the final whistle.
just to tip it back to his own goaltender. What a game.
From Pony Stadium. You are St. Croix Soccer Legends 1.
St. Croix taking
Gets
the
their
win.
first win of the season in their
Yes.
third match.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back with a post-game wrap-up here at Pony Stadium.
Shots on goal, St. Croix 4.
Welcome back here to Pony Stadium on this beautiful Friday evening. We just wrapped up St. Croix versus Minneapolis City. St. Croix getting the best of this one. Don, and what a game, honestly. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
To think it was going to be 1-0 at the end, that's not what I thought, especially when starting out in this game when it looked like Minneapolis City was, absolutely tearing it up, on the attacking side.
They were. Yeah, we saw both. There could have been a couple more goals, but I think overall, I'm excited to see this rematch on Tuesday, June 7th. We're going to be covering that game as well. I recommend people come out, discover Stillwater during the afternoon, and then come here. Hopefully it's a nice night like tonight. And, I mean, you can see this game again, and there could easily be 3 or 4 more goals, no problem.
Yeah, honestly, I think that you saw the second half changes, and I do really think St. Croix made the right changes they needed to. And honestly, I think, my MVP tonight might have to go to Owu coming off the bench for St. Croix. Not only did he score the goal, but he also locked it down in front, doing some amazing work, especially when they didn't need to attack. He was still winning. They didn't hang back, and he did his job. And certainly, my hat's off to the goaltender as well, Sanders. I mean, it's performances like that can really steal a game for you. Especially when you're only up 1-0 and their offense keeps coming. Yeah.
I mean, really great game. I don't know what else to say other than I want to see this again. let's see some more soccer. That was a great match, and I'd love to see these guys match up again.
And honestly, Minneapolis City still looking for their first win, right? But I mean, with an offense like that, them being able to set up their triangle, them being able to set up, balls coming in. Swinging into the middle of the box. I mean, I don't think it'll take long for them to find their first win.
No.
They're much too sound of a team, to continue like this. And so, like you said, that rematch is going to be great. We'll see what happens. It's always, it's one thing beating a team once. Can you do it again the next time? We'll see.
Yeah, I'm saying come back, discover Stillwater, check out the jerseys. Let's see what beautiful jerseys we've got coming. Machining Technologies, the sponsor of that. The visiting team's going to be staying at the Crosby Hotel. The Candyland, they've got snacks here. Nelson's Ice Cream Catering, they were here the other night. I can't mention that enough. Leo's Grill and Malt Shop is also a sponsor here. Minnesota Food Tech is there. Morgan Stanley, Centura. I mean, all these people coming together to bring you this match, which was phenomenal. Come back June 7th. Watch on June 7th. Check this out again. We're going to see another great matchup. These Minnesota clubs battling one another in this new league. New and exciting league.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of good soccer left this season.